Devin fight. Shakur Stevenson for me, you know, as fond as I am of Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson for me.
Eddie Hearn is calling for Devin Haney to come back home to Matchroom and DAZN. But when he was asked about Devin Haney wanting smoke with Shakur Stevenson, the statement he gave, oh nah, it didn't help his sales pitch for Haney to come back home at all. We gonna talk about exactly what Eddie Hearn had to say when asked about does Devin want smoke with Shakur Stevenson. We gonna talk about it, but before we do that, make sure that you do me a favor and hit my like button and sub to the channel if you're not already a subscriber to the channel. Now, in a recent interview that Eddie Hearn did, Eddie Hearn, he sat down, he talked, and he kept it real. Now, I know that don't sound too familiar, Eddie Hearn keeping it real, because we know Eddie Hearn lie a whole lot. But that's a whole nother subject in itself. Eddie Hearn, he sat down, and he was talking about Devin Haney becoming a free agent. And of course, he let it be known that he wants to work with Devin Haney again. He says that he would love for Devin Haney to come back to DAZN and do his thing over there. We all know that Devin Haney, he had a great working relationship with Eddie Hearn over there at Matchroom. And we was all surprised when he left to go to Top Rank. And, you know, most people felt that he was going to be right back at DAZN doing business with Eddie Hearn because from what we know, it was a partnership. When he was over there with Matchroom, they were able to call a lot of the shots. You know, Devin Haney was the A-side to everybody, but he was calling shots. He was even able to put his promotion on the map and have his fighters fight on his undercards. So he liked working with Matchroom because he said it was more of a partnership. It wasn't like that Eddie Hearn was just acting solely as his promoter. And the deal that he had over there at Matchroom is he could leave and he could go fight on any other network if he wanted to. Well, that's what they say. If you ask Bill Haney, that's what he said. He said that they was free agents over there at Matchroom. They just had a partnership. So, you know, a lot of people look at that situation and think that Devin Haney or thought that Devin Haney was going to go back over there and, you know, sign back with Matchroom. But it don't sound like Devin Haney is too interested in signing back with Matchroom. You know, all he's talking about is how he loves it over there at Top Rank, how Top Rank treats him great over there, and he's looking forward to signing back with Top Rank. He don't want to go nowhere. With that being said, we already heard Bob Arum come out. Well, and I did a video about this. Bob Arum came out, and Bob Arum don't sound like that he's interested in making a fight between Devin Haney and Gervonta Davis. You know, he says, I'm not promoting Gervonta Davis. Why would I be wanting to make a big fight for Gervonta Davis when he doesn't fight under my promotional banner? When I got other fighters like Shakur Stevenson that I can match Devin Haney up with. If Devin Haney gets past Vasyl Lomachenko, or if Vasyl Lomachenko beats Devin Haney, we want to match Shakur Stevenson up with the winner if Devin Haney wins and if he stays at 135. So I'm not thinking about no Gervonta Davis. He says, who gives a F about Gervonta Davis? Now, when I heard that, that put a sour taste in my mouth because now it's going back to that sides of the street shit again that we had to deal with so many other fights. You know, he don't seem interested in making a fight with Gervonta Davis and Devin Haney. But he also said it's the fighter's choice, whoever they want to fight. So, you know, I don't know. If Devin Haney signed back with Top Rank, I look at a Gervonta Davis and Haney fight as something that's not going to happen. But Shakur Stevenson is a top-ranked fighter, and he right there. That fight is right there to be made. And Devin Haney, he said he want all the smoke with Shakur Stevenson. Bill Haney said that Devin Haney is looking to stay at 135 to defend his title one more time at least against the top, against the best. Well, we know that if Gervonta Davis is out of the picture, the best is Shakur Stevenson. And I would love to see that fight. They came up together. They know each other very, very well. And a lot of people say that's a 50-50 fight. It's a pick 'em fight. Now, everybody know who I got. I got Shakur beating them all. But it don't sound like I'm the only one that got Shakur Stevenson beating them all. Well, let's listen to what Eddie Hearn had to say when asked about a potential fight between Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson. I'm going to go ahead and play y'all the audio, and we going to come back and I'm going to cook on it.
Devin fight. Shakur Stevenson for me, as fond as I am of Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson for me, I think he's unbeatable. And I think he's a tremendous talent. He's a little bit stuck in the same, bracket as not a huge draw in terms of his ability and in terms of his achievements, but he's outstanding. And I don't see anyone beating Shakur Stevenson at 135, 140. I mean, he's one of those guys like Loma that's going to get beat by moving through the divisions. Canelo, another good example. Potentially Inoue. These fantastic fighters have to move up to take bigger challenges. And I don't think Devin's going to be queuing up to fight Shakur Stevenson because those guys grew up together. He knows that, and Devin will believe he can win, but he also knows how good Shakur is, and that is a fight that would be difficult to make, in my opinion.
Wow, you heard Eddie Hearn. Now, one thing I've never heard is Eddie admit that nobody beats Devin Haney. And before this, he said he want Devin Haney to go back over there and do business with him. That didn't help his sales pitch out, which y'all heard on this video. And he said he don't think nobody really want that smoke with Shakur. And he said he don't see that fight happening with Devin and Shakur because Devin really don't want the smoke. Or he ain't say Devin didn't want the smoke, but he said Devin ain't gonna want the smoke. He said he knows Shakur's gonna be too much of a dangerous fight. He don't see that fight happening. He says he think it's a very difficult fight to make happen. And the only way it'll be difficult to make happen if they both on top rank, because that's what it looked like it's gonna be. One of them ain't gonna want to make the fight. And you heard Eddie Hearn, he's insinuating that Devin Haney ain't gonna want to make that fight. So that fight is gonna be a difficult fight to make. Dang, he ain't hold back at all. But y'all also heard him say that he don't think nobody beats Shakur. And I know right now, the Tankomaniacs, all of the Tankomaniacs across the world, not the fans of Gervonta Davis, but the Tankomaniacs, it's a difference. Y'all real mad. You know what I'm saying? Y'all mad. Because see, y'all think that Gervonta Davis can beat everybody. Y'all think that Gervonta Davis can hop in the hot tub time machine, go back in time, and beat Mike Tyson in his prime. Y'all think that Tank could go back in time and beat Sugar Ray Robinson in his prime. Y'all think that he could go back in time and beat Roy Jones Jr. in his prime. Y'all don't think that nobody on this earth, you know what I'm saying, past or present, can mess with Gervonta Davis. So I know y'all mad. Y'all get mad when you hear anybody say that they can beat Tank. And he says that can't none of them guys beat Shakur Stevenson. He believes that Shakur beats them all. And I agree with Eddie Hearn. Now, they still all got to get in the ring. That's just my opinion. That's Eddie Hearn's opinion. But I was shocked and surprised that Eddie Hearn said that when it came to Devin Haney. Seeing is that he wants to do business with Devin Haney and he had a sales pitch towards Devin Haney. But hey, that's what puts a chip on Devin Haney's shoulder, because I don't think that Devin Haney feels that he gets the respect that he deserves. And he's right. Devin don't get the respect that he deserves. Even if he goes out and beat Vasyl Lomachenko and does it and puts on a show doing it, people still not going to give him respect. I give Devin Haney his respect because I think Devin Haney is everything he say he is. I just don't think he could be Shakur. But people still gonna make excuses. Oh man, Loma was old. Loma wasn't the Loma that he used to be. This and that, man. Devin was holding the It's already a built-in excuse that they coming up with. You know what I'm saying? It's already gonna be excuses. So I don't know what it is. People just want to hate on Devin and don't want to give him his credit. So it puts a chip on Devin Haney's shoulder, right? He wants to prove that he is the best. So with that being said, I'm not going to say that Devin turned down no smoke with Shakur Stevenson. If Devin stays at 135, which I don't think he gonna stay at 135 because the weight is too difficult for him to make. But if he does, I think that he'll be willing to fight Shakur Stevenson. I ain't never seen him turn down no smoke. You know what I'm saying? I think that he just want to prove that he is the best fighter. Win, lose, or draw. But I also think that Bill Haney don't want that smoke. I think that Bill Haney will advise Devin Haney not to go nowhere near Shakur. Because when I hear Bill Haney talk about Shakur, that energy is different. Oh man, Shakur got to do this and Shakur got to do that, and yeah, just the energy is different. Man, Shakur, he got to do this, and I ain't never heard Bill Haney talk like that with no other fighter but Shakur. So I don't think that my man Bill really want Devin to get in that ring with Shakur. But I don't say that Devin ducked nobody. I think Devin will want to smoke, but he'll be advised by Bill Haney to go a different direction. That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? I could be wrong all around the board, but that's just how I feel. I want to hear from y'all. I want to know how y'all feel about this situation. Do y'all think that Devin Haney will fight Shakur Stevenson? You know what I'm saying? We can even see that fight at a catchweight. I don't care. I just want to see the fight now that I know that pretty much, Gervonta Davis is off the table unless Devin Haney go over there and do business with PBC. And if he do go over there and do business with PBC, he probably still won't be able to get a tank fight. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this. Drop a comment in the comment section. And y'all already know how I do. There you go, talking that boxing again. And I'm gone.